Hi there. In a world where nothing is certain, that means anything is possible, right? If you want to fulfill your dreams and desires, you are in the right place. You absolutely can have a life of happiness. Everyone deserves an abundance of love, laughter, success, health, and wealth. I'm Tara Chadzakis, and you're listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. The show that brings you meditation, mindset, and motivation. So start by giving yourself permission to be awesome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Happy, Inspired, Motivated. I was thinking this week about this past year and how strange it's been, but also how good too. So we've had lots of time at home, many of us, and we've had the chance to reevaluate our lives and think about what we're actually doing and whether or not we're actually happy where we are, where we're working, in the relationships we're in, our health levels, whether there are things that we would have liked to have changed, but we never got around to it. So there's been lots of things going through people's heads recently that they're not really sure where they are. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, about what it is that you want for your future. I know many of us get bogged down with having to pay the bills, the mortgage or the rent, paying for things like food, electricity, all the basic stuff that seems to suck the money dry from our bank accounts. And quite often we just get jobs because they're the ones that we can get at the time and they just fill a gap. And then before we know it, 5 years have passed and we're still in the same job. 10 years have passed, 20 years. And you get to a point where you look back and you think, crikey, how did I still manage to stay here? And why am I still doing this job? It was supposed to be a stopgap and it's become a way of life. And looking back at this year, it seems to have hit people that, well, wait a minute, is this really what I want to be doing? Many people have quit their jobs. They're looking for new things. Some people have been made redundant or they've lost their business. And it's all been about reflection and really evaluating what's important in your life. And when was the last time that you did that? When was the last time you looked at what you were doing and thought, God, I really love this. I'm so passionate about this. This is what I was meant to be doing. I think we're really blessed to be on the planet at this time. And I know that sounds a strange thing to say, but there's so much change happening. People are waking up. People are becoming aware of their environment, of how important relationships are, of how important self-happiness and self-love is. And I don't think we've had that much in the past. In the past, people were working in jobs that were just the jobs that were available. And now with the internet and in this day and age, there's so many different opportunities out there that people are doing. You know, years ago, you wouldn't have found 5 dog groomers in your town because people didn't do things like that. They didn't get their dog's hair cut or take them for a shampoo. Like life coaching that I do, that was unheard of many years ago. Why would somebody need a coach for their life? People just got on with it and they just went with the flow and just had an existence. They didn't thrive, they just survived. Even if they were making lots of money, they still didn't enjoy what they did and they didn't love it and feel passionate about it. And if you had troubles in your relationship, you got over it and you worked through it, or you swept it under the carpet and didn't talk about it. Mental health, that's huge now. But years ago, if you had depression or you had anxiety, people just told you to get over it and get on with it. And you didn't actually speak about it because there was a stigma about it. So nowadays, there are so many different opportunities for people to find work that they absolutely love. They shouldn't be doing things that they don't enjoy. People come up with crazy ideas and they do those because they have the opportunity nowadays to just do what they really love. And people love innovation. So when you have an idea and you think, oh my God, I want to bring that to life, you should do that. Now is the time for you to reevaluate and think, what do I really want to do with my life? What do I want out of my relationships? I'm not talking about jacking it all in. but think about where you could be going, or you could be stuck in the same place in 12 months' time, in 5 years' time. This time to think about what we really want has been so important and so needed. And that's why I think we're so lucky to be on this planet now. We're blessed that we've been given this opportunity. People have been making do for far too long. You've been making do for far too long. So think about what you really, really want to be doing with your life. If it's what you're doing, maybe you could put more passion into it. Maybe you've got into a rut and you're just doing the same things over and over again. Think about how you can take your life and your career to the next level. If it's a new business, think about what you want to do or where you want to take your business and start planning towards that. If your relationship's not in the place you want it to be, how can you make it better? How can you give more to your partner in order to receive more? Now is the time to start reconnecting. Now is the time to be more adventurous, stepping outside the box, not just thinking outside of it, actually making a move towards a different goal. I've worked with a few people recently because they've come to a point where they don't enjoy their work anymore, but they don't know what they want to do. And together we've looked at what they're passionate about and what excites them, what fuels them, what they'd love to be doing. And we've come up with different ideas that they could put into action and take forward as a new business plan. And sometimes you need that help just to get clear on what you really like. Because when you get stuck in a rut, you don't see what's out there. You don't see the opportunities. And you need a fresh set of eyes sometimes just to help you get along the way. You know, I love working with people because together we get to work out what they really love in life and how they can achieve it. That's why life coaching has become so popular, because people need help to get out of the space that they're in and see what really excites them now. See what they love about their life and how they can bring that into their lives. So maybe you can think about what you want to be doing. Think about what makes you happy and do that. Really take some time to think about everything that's going on in your life and how you can make it even better, so that in 12 months' time you can look back and think, wow, 2020 was the best year. 2020, I changed my life and made a huge difference and a big impact on myself, on those around me, on the world. Change always brings opportunity and the chance for a new start. So take some time to think about it, about what you love, what you want to do, where you want to go. And don't just think about it, put it into action. Never leave the scene of a decision without taking action. That's something that I use a lot in my mind that Tony Robbins taught me. Once you've decided, send the email, make the call, book the coach, take the training course, do something that's going to move you towards the next goal and make a difference in your life today. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you subscribe, rate and review. I love to hear your feedback. I read all the reviews myself and I love connecting with you. I hope the rest of your day is totally amazing, and I'm sending you lots of love and hoping that you're happy, inspired and motivated. Thank you for listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. I'll be back next week bringing more meditation, mindset and motivation for your happy and successful life. To find out more about our community, go to tarachatzakis.com/happy, inspired, motivated.